Okay. We want to know what sports sociology is and what all it entails.
Well, sociology is the study of how people behave in groups. So how communities and societies and nations, all different kinds of groups, how they organise themselves and behave. And the sociology of sport is about seeing how that organisation of people affects sports, and how sports in turn can often act as an agent too, and in turn affect the population, the dynamics, the norms of that population as well, the community from which the sports team came.
Okay, so is it specifically sports teams or just anybody playing a sport?
Yeah, anybody.
Yeah. Okay. What kind of career opportunities could a sports sociologist go into?
Not a lot. It's pretty much teaching at the university level. And it can also be working for some organisations like the NCAA or some big athletic organisation that might want to keep statistics on play and players. You could end up there. Like one of the most interesting statistics, I think, is that prior to Title IX, which was in the Education Amendment Act of 1972, the proportion of coaches who coached women's teams, something like 90%. After Title IX, there's a lot more money available to women's teams, and more money, of course, available to pay coaches to coach women's teams. And so now we've got less than 50% of coaches of women's teams at the NCAA level are coached by women. So there's all interesting things like that that you can see in patterns of sport at all different levels.
Does it also involve research? Could somebody be a researcher?
Yeah, I did. Well, that was that knowledge about the proportion of women before and after Title IX coaching women's teams was the result of research.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
And we're all ESS majors.
What is that?
Exercise sports science.
Okay.
And we wanted to know if you would be able to explain how personal training, that's the field that we all want to go into, personal training, how that could relate to sports sociology. If there's any kind of connection.
Yes, well, there's easy to make connections, because you're looking now at particular populations of people who are going to be interested in having a personal trainer. Is this what you're talking about, being a personal trainer?
Yes.
So who do you think those people are likely to be?
People that need motivation, people that don't really know what to do, or like how to work out, or that are intimidated by working out. That's what I think.
And so, does it cost money to have a personal trainer?
Yes.
Okay.
So also people that have the extra finances.
Okay.
Too.
And who would feel, where would you likely be when you're doing the personal training?
In a gym.
In a gym. So who's going to feel comfortable in a gym?
People that have gym memberships.
Well, yeah. But do you see many people that look like me in the gym?
I guess younger. I don't know. I work at a gym and I see all ages.
Okay. Well, I can tell you that I would feel most uncomfortable
in a gym
at the gym up here.
Oh, at the
right. So because gyms are used for many social purposes, aren't they? But yeah. So I mean, what would be interesting for you as a personal trainer would be to know where you're likely to find people that both need your services and that are able to pay for them. And so you would then be interested in looking at the patterns of participation by people at gyms in your area. And you might go to one gym which may be located in an area that has a high minority population. And so when you go to the gym, you see a lot of people who are identify as Hispanic or African American there, and very few white people there. So you might think, well, if I'm going to be a personal trainer there, I need to tailor my programs to fit the people who are coming to this gym. On the other hand, and this would be if you're working for a non-profit organisation, you might have a particular passion about a particular set of people who may be overweight and not very fit at all. And you might want to target those people and provide services to them. So you've got to know what the community is like, what their access to transport is like, how much money they've got, what their physical abilities are, what their goals are, what's reasonable, how easy it's going to be to access. Like some people would feel comfortable doing training in a church hall, others may not. So, I mean, there are all these things that you've got to consider. So you would use your sociological imagination and research to understand the community, to tailor your services there.
That's interesting. I completely